Alrighty. My name is Kerry Miller. I do the training each and every Wednesday night. We have a great time here on Wednesday nights. We started a new format just a few weeks ago, and I want to add one more little thing into it. We used to do multiple subjects on Wednesday nights, and so we've gone to just one topic on Wednesday night, and boy, has it ever really changed training. And it's been a great format. I know everybody that loves it that's been coming here. So if you're new tonight, who brought the donuts? Absolutely, my friend. If you didn't see the way we used to do it, you would really appreciate the way we do it now. And so it's been working out great. And then what I want to do is on the first Wednesday, we can be here for 30 minutes. We can be here for an hour. I just want to get the questions answered because we've got so many new people coming in. And then I get emails all during the week asking about how do you do this, or what do you do about this, or can I do this, and so forth. And so the first Wednesday of every month, we're going to kind of go through those things. If it takes us 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes, and we're in and out. But it'll be good, solid training, no messing around, just here to have a good time. If you could look at this early, that would be appreciated. Unfortunately, I have to leave in 30 minutes. Hang on just one second. I'll look at it right now. That's what we are here for. This is kind of a free-for-all training tonight. So as we do this, okay, there's restaurant menu that says wines. Now, did you change where did you change that at? Did you change that here and it changed down there, Jason? Or was you able to change it down here? Okay, well, while I'm waiting on him to answer, we'll go ahead and roll on here. But anyway, it's good to have everybody. It was on the content tab, the custom content tab. Okay, and when you did the custom content, it would change here. Is that what you're saying, Jason? Okay, I'll get with Mark on that. I do not remember that at all. I don't ever remember even training to that, to be honest with you. And I made the first training video ever for the system, so. But I'll get with Mark on that, and we'll figure it out. I'm sure there's nothing that we can't fix. But yeah, I'll get with him on that, and we'll take a look at that. I know he has talked about in the past being able to change what we change here directly on here. So, and that may be something he has in the works. Yeah, everybody else is saying they don't remember it either. So maybe you had a special platform, Jason. But we'll look at that. That's a great idea. I know we talked about that in the past, so we'll take a look at that. But I appreciate that. And guys, everybody that's new here, that's what this group is all about, and that's what the FACE group is all about: is being able to share ideas and talk and work together and build your business to a point to where you're just to the explosion point. And most of the people that come on Wednesday night trainings are very active in the group. I know Jason's active in the group. Sherry's active in the group. George is active in the group. I mean, so many of them in the training tonight are very, very, very active in the group. Greg's active in the group. Mike Ross, I can just go on and on forever. But so Wednesday nights is where we come together and we kind of make things happen. And tonight's going to be a free-for-all, like I said. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel yet, join our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Instant App Wizard. All the videos I do go up on Instant App Wizard, the Instant App Wizard YouTube channel first. Then I post them to Facebook second. And then I go on in and email them out to everybody. So that's a great place to get it first thing. Also, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Instant App Wizard. If you have not signed up for our app call to get a training reminder, just text app call to 904-548-3411. And our Facebook group is the place that happens. I'm telling you, it's a great place. There is a lot of great information. We've got some really, really, really great people in this organization. And I'm not talking about the ones that run it. I'm talking about the resellers. Their ability to help one another and help you in that Facebook group just blows us away each and every week. And we try to make sure we reach out and touch them and let them know that there's no better information than those that are on the streets every day, hitting the streets, making things happen. So go to facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard. I do check to make sure that you are a reseller. If you have someone that's working with you that's not in our database, let me know. I had a young man that came in last week that's working with another fella, and I will put him in there. But otherwise, if I don't know your name and I cannot find you in our database, you will not come in the group. We do that to protect the group, to protect the integrity of the group, and to protect it from spam. Every now and then somebody slips in, but it doesn't take me long to get rid of them. So we really protect the integrity of our group. This came from Rick Green, and I like to post something every week. And I'll tell you why I really like this after I finish reading it. Matter of fact, Rick just posted this. In the 20s, there was radio. In the 50s came television. In the 80s came cable. In the 90s came internet. Now we have mobile, the most influential advertising platform ever. According to Google, due to the accessibility and emotional attachments that consumers have with their phones. The term mobile app is an understatement in what we have in our hands. Our platform is worth thousands, so we must not flinch at whatever our price point is. It is up to us to raise the level of thinking to our clients and prospects about our product and what we have to offer. And I'm going to tell you what I really like about this. We have resellers that sell their apps anywhere from $200 to $400 to $600. We have other resellers that sell their apps from $39 to $49. I don't know what the difference is, and really it's all in selling and what you're comfortable in doing. But when he says here, do not flinch at whatever your price is, I believe this is what happens. When we go out and we have a bad day, and this, I don't care if you're selling toothbrushes. If you're selling gold-plated toothbrushes and that toothbrush is worth $900, by the end of the day, if you don't have a sale, what are you willing to do? You're willing to negotiate that price of that toothbrush and practically give it away. And I believe that that's what Rick is talking about when he's talking about flinching. You know, sometimes when you flinch, and I know this, and this comes from the, I don't know if y'all know what that was, but that was the School of Hard Knocks. I learned that the hard way. Usually your worst customer is the one that you give it to. Your worst customer will be the one that you discounted the most. Your worst customer is the one you said, well, let me give you a trial for 30 days, and then 30 days from now, if you like it, we'll talk and negotiate a price. Then you go back in 30 days and you negotiate that price, and you still come out getting about 50% of what you should have charged him. And he's still your worst customer. So always remember that. The man who flinches first always loses. And Rick, I appreciate you posting that. I really appreciate all the posts that come out. But there is so many words of wisdom that come into that group, and I always share something I really like each Wednesday night. And so, Rick, that is great. Now I'm going to go right into the platform, and we're going to look at some platform things. The first thing I want to show you tonight, and I know I've showed this several times, but I get asked about it all the time, and that's the footer right here of the mobile app. Several months ago, I can't remember how long now, but some of the resellers was asking, hey, I can monetize this link right here if I could attach a URL to it. And so for, well, gosh, man, for over a year, longer than that, year and a half, you were not able to do that, okay? It either had your name down there or it had a link down there if you were in the, oh gosh, the branded, if you bought the branded option. But we made it where you can go in here and change this to whatever you want. And we have resellers that are actually monetizing this link right here. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you've got a directory, okay? And you've got a pizza place that's willing to pay you because you've got, I don't know, 1,000 people a month looking at your directory, okay? He's willing to pay you premium price for this link right here to go to his web app or to whatever he's got. Hopefully you've sold him a web app. So what you do is you go to General Settings, and it says right here footer text, and it's pretty simple. Carrie's Pizza. HTTP. Don't go to this link because I really don't have a pizza place. CarriesPizza.com. Save it. Preview it. And now that is a link that would take you to Carrie's Pizza. It's a great, great way to monetize that app. Something else, and I'll go ahead and tell you, Mark and I have been talking about this for the last couple, 3 weeks. We've just got to, well, he's got to. I don't do anything. I just kind of take ideas to him, and he's the works the magic. But I hear a lot of you guys talk about this real estate right here, and that's exactly what you call it, real estate. And we all know that real estate brings a lot of money. And we also know that on this mobile app right here, that per square centimeter of this space right here is very lucrative. So just like we've fixed this down here where you can monetize this link, and I'm not sure when this will be out. I know Mark has got it on his things to do, and I've asked him if he can do it soon. Sooner the better. That would be great, because I know a lot of you, especially you guys that have, and ladies, actually our most successful directory person is a lady. This is going to be a slider here, and you will be able to monetize this and link these advertisements to a mobile app. So let's say that slides across and it's Carrie's Pizza in the directory, and it'll say click here or do this or whatever, and you'll be able to click on that and go directly to that mobile app. We'll make this picture hyperlinked, and it'll go right to the app. This ad space, if you've got a very active app out there, and some of you have some extremely active apps out there, you're going to be able to get premium price, several $100s a month. And let's say you can put, I don't know if you'd want to put more than 7 or 8 or whatever. I don't know what the number would be because I'm not real familiar with that type of marketing. But 3 or 4 of these at $200 to $300 a piece on that one app, that's a lot of money a month. And people are willing to pay that because you're using this to drive traffic, okay? But that's coming. Does everybody understand the hyperlink here on the bottom and how you would monetize that? Before I go any further, can you give us URLs of some successful directories so we can see how they have put them together? Sherry, type one of your directories in here, if you would. URLs. And we'll have Sherry Claiborne is our number one, without question, our number one directory salesperson out there. And she is extremely successful. Hang on just one second. Let this change over. Okay, I got somebody saying they don't understand this link. This link is just like the real estate I'm talking about up here in this window. This link is very valuable if you've got an active app, and mostly for the directory apps or multiple listing apps, real estate apps, something that's got that's a general traffic creator. Okay, maybe if the barbershop may not want you to put John's Barbershop on the bottom of his app if he's got Joe's Barbershop. Now, if John's Barbershop has a lot of traffic, he may be willing to split the revenue with you on this link right here and advertise Carrie's Pizza. So Sherry says, Robert, do you know how to pull that off of there and post that to everybody? It's onetap.mobi/GIMNY. Thank you, Sherry, for sharing that. Sherry's my buddy. Gotta love her. So anyway, so you're going to sell this piece of space right here. This little 1/4 of an inch on the bottom of these apps, you're going to sell this link right here, okay, to the highest bidder. And you could literally, if you've got a hot app, I can guarantee you that if you've got an app that's got a lot of traffic going to it, this link right here could be worth thousands. GLIMNY. Okay. I can't see. Does that make sense to you, Tom? Okay. Very good. Any other questions about the link before I move on? All right. I want to go to our new toy. And this is really, really nice. And I know you guys have been asking for this for a long time. And I can tell you that Mr. King put a ton of work into this custom form product right here. He looked at a ton of forms and forms on other apps, and he didn't like anything he saw. And so he wanted to create something that was really good looking with our app, and he absolutely knocked it out of the park. Custom form can be used for absolutely anything. Just go to custom forms, and I'll have a little video up here tomorrow. And go to add new form. Now in this, you can name this anything you want to. Okay, so we're going to say, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a reputation management form. So we'll say rate us, okay? And I want this emailed to me. How about that? I spelt that and didn't have to go back and type over it one time. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to build out my form. And in order to build out the form, all you got to do is drag it over there, okay? Input box. So the first thing I want to do here, I want to say name, okay? And I'm going to make it required. You can make it required or not required. Required means that if they don't fill that out, they will not be able to submit it. Does everybody understand that? Required no means that if they don't fill it out or if they do fill it out, it doesn't matter. They can still submit it. Required yes means they've got to put the information in there. That's very important, especially on things like email addresses or phone numbers or something like that. Now let me say something about this before I go any further, because this question is going to be asked as soon as I get finished. This does not attach to your marketing control panel. It does not attach to your marketing control panel. Let me tell you why we did that. we have a lot of people a bunch of resellers that use autoresponders. Okay, is everybody familiar with what I mean when I say autoresponder? When an email comes in, it automatically triggers and then it sends something out. Is there anybody that doesn't understand that term, autoresponder? Because if you don't, I'm going to go right over your head, and I don't want to do that. Okay, looks like everybody understands. No. Peter Sauer says no. Aweber is an autoresponder. Anytime you go to a website, sometimes when you go in and you say, send me some data, or you sign up for something, oh, okay, he understands. There you go. Well, I explained that quick for you to understand that quick. So anyway, you're going to be able to use this with your autoresponders. You're going to be able to download a CSV file and upload it. In order to do that, you're responsible for making sure the proper wording and everything is done correctly so that they know that they're opting into something. Does everybody understand that? I need a yes on that one. Everybody needs to say, yes, I understand that. Because you're building this from scratch. We're not building this, and we're not building anything into it. Okay, very good. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that, because that's going to be the first question that's asked. So I'm going to put a name box, and then I'm going to put an email box, and I'm going to make sure that that's yes. And then I'm going to put a text box. We're going to call that suggestions. And we won't make that required. And then I'm going to put in a checkbox. Okay? And I'm going to call that rate us. And I'll make that required. And I'm going to say excellent. If I'm going too fast, please tell me. Please tell me. I'm going to say add. Okay? Did you see? Everybody see that pop up? And I can put as many check boxes there as I have to. Okay? So excellent, and we'll say good. And we'll say okay. And we'll say sorry. All right? Now I can come in, and that's really all I want on here. I want to capture their name, their email address. Now, listen what I'm fixing to tell you. If you set this up correctly, okay, you can also go in and capture their cell number. Numbers only, required yes. Okay? You have to make sure when you come down here that you put your checkbox in here and you put your information in there so that they know that they're opting in. All right? Just like everything else. All right? Now we're going to come down here and we're going to put our submit button here on the bottom. If you don't put a submit button on there, it will not automatically put one in there. And we've got our rate us little booger going here, and I'm going to say save. See right here where it says export to CSV? If you're familiar with autoresponders, and I'll show you this in just a moment, you'll see where you can import that into your autoresponder. And there's our rate us tab. We'll go in and we'll fill that out. We'll say Carrie. And we'll say Carrie. And I'll put my phone number in there. Y'all thought I was going to put my real phone number in there, didn't you? Yeah, absolutely, Steve. I'm going to tell you guys, that's what it's all about, is making money. You're absolutely right, Steve. Capture and monetize, buddy. Suggestions. clean the restroom. That's my number one pet peeve. And I'm going to say, okay, you are okay. And I'm going to hit the old submit button. Bam. It says, thank you, your information has been submitted. Now, if you've got this set up on an autoresponder and you've got your autoresponder email in there, then it's going to automatically trigger. Okay, because remember I showed you up here, you can set this up to whatever email address you want it to go to. It doesn't matter. You can send it to Timbuktu, and if it's got an email address, it's going to go there. Okay? Now, if they're sending cash donations, make sure it says Kerry@InstantAppWizard.com. So it doesn't matter. You can automatically have this go to your autoresponder. It triggers your autoresponder. Now they're in your autoresponder database. They double opt in. You've put in a very good, you've built a very good database to mail to for whatever reason. This is a great tool for you guys too. Really good tool for you guys. Okay? So let me go over here real quick and I'll show you what the email looks like. And it comes in just like you type it in. JV Zoo. Okay. Here's the email. Dear Demo Test, and that it says Dear Demo Test because that's the name of my app. Name, Kerry, email, Instant App Wizard, Kerry at Instant App Wizard, my cell phone number, clean the restroom, rate us okay, and of course submit button equals submit button. So here's your data fields here. Once you set up your autoresponder, your name, email, cell number, whatever your autoresponder is set up as, and you can customize your autoresponder, it has all your data fields in it. All right. Now we'll come over here to custom content. And now you see it says 1 right there in the CSV form. Can everybody see that? Export CSV1. All you have to do is click on that. And whatever program you use, I happen to use Excel. Now this is ready to be uploaded into your autoresponder. Now if you don't need the rate us, get rid of it. If you don't need the submit button, which you don't, get rid of it. If you don't need the suggestions, get rid of it. If you don't need the cell number, get rid of it. You always want their name and their email address for an autoresponder. That way it personalizes the message. Now you can save this CSV file and upload it directly into your autoresponder. Okay, or however you're going to use this. If you're using it as a rate us, it gives a great running total of that this restaurant or whatever business it is can sit down and train their personnel with and say, hey, look, these people say we suck because the bathrooms are not clean. Okay, so they're just saying we're okay. So we need to start picking up on the restrooms or whatever. This makes a great reputation management tool. Great reputation management tool. And you can sell that for good money. I mean, that's a good money-making tool that's extremely simple to use. And you can add anything with it you want. You can add 2 forms. You can add as many forms as you want. Put a drop-down box in there. Radio buttons. Anything you want to do. Save the form. I've got 2 rate us forms. I wouldn't do that, but and there's your drop-down box. And they can select whatever they want. Maybe you'll name that how many days a week would you like us to open or whatever. It doesn't matter. And submit button. Any questions on this new little tool? I thought the photo tool was cool, but man, this right here just blew my mind when he called me with it yesterday and asked me to test it out. Does everybody like this tool? Do they feel like they'll be able to get a lot of use out of this? I sure hope so, because we've had a ton of you ask for this. Great, 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 great. Sherry, I know you'll use the crap out of it. Yeah, it's really, really, really good tool. I get asked this question 100 times a day, and I'm not sure why it's so confusing. The call bar that's on the apps here, let me go ahead and set one up real quick. See right here where it says in themes, it says list view, and that's, you can either do a list view or an icon view. I don't like icon view. I always use list view. Page transitions. Every app, just about every app out there, what's a radio button? It's just a button you can click. Let me go back to that real quick. I don't want to get too far ahead here. We'll drop a radio button in here. Radio button. We'll do the same thing. We'll say 1, 2. It's just a place where you can select. We'll save that. Thank you for asking that question. I appreciate that. And that's what a radio button would look like. And you could just come in here and click it and click a different one. It automatically changes. The check boxes are the same way, with the difference of it's a box versus a button. Okay. Did that answer your question there, George? It's sure good to see you, George, man. I hadn't seen you in a long time, buddy. I didn't think you loved me anymore. Okay. What was I showing y'all? I forgot. Oh, yeah. Right here for the call bar. This is where you get your share button and all that at the top. Some like it. Some don't. I love it because it takes 3 tabs and puts it into one. All you have to do is click on Enabled, okay, and hit Save. Go to Preview. And see, that puts my call button and my share button up there, right there. Now, if I want to put a mail us button, email, I can put an email in here. Now, I want everybody to see what I'm fixing to do, because I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, because this is the second most asked question. Okay, you see right there, it's got an email button here, and it's got an email button here. I do not want this email button here. Okay, I do not. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go to Homepage Links. And this is all you have to do. Click Edit. This is under Homepage Links. We're going to click Save. And Preview. That takes out the email here, but it doesn't remove it from here. Now, if you do not want the call button up here, go to General Settings, go to Themes, Disable, Save, Preview, and it takes it away. Okay. Now we want to come back in here. We want to say, let me see here. Remember, we took the email out. We're going to put that back in. This is actually call us up here where I was showing you a while ago. Let's go ahead and change that. And it changes your buttons like they're supposed to be. Okay? I don't know why I get this question a lot, but it's probably because we just don't go over it much, because I just don't get over into this area much because I've trained on it for so long. I just assume people know. QR codes and URLs go into extras where the little QR code is. And I know that's kind of, if you don't know exactly what you're looking at, that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's under extras. And here's your QR codes. And there's 3 different sizes, and these download in a zip file. This is the QR code that goes with the specific app. Okay, it's auto-generated. Auto-generated. All you have to do is save it and save file. You see it's in a zip file. I'll just save it to my desktop. And unzip it. And there it is. And there's 3 different sizes, so you can get whatever size you want. Okay? I did not mean for that to open. Any questions on anything so far? At all? Website redirect. Matter of fact, I got several emails on that this week from new folks. Okay? Redirect phone and tablet visitors, redirect only phone visitors. Some people wanted their tablets not to redirect, so Mark redid the script quite a while back. All you have to do is take this. Every website is different. Okay? This goes into the header of your website. When you open up your website, you'll see a couple of brackets up there. Matter of fact, it'll look just like this, head. Okay? Put that right after that bracket. Right after the header bracket. It'll be head, and then it'll have head, and it'll have a little close script on it, just like this right here. It'll say head like this, and then it'll say head with a close script on it. You put it in between those two. You put this code. If you're working on your client's website, and we have this question a lot, what if the webmaster will not do it, and he tries to take my client away? There's nothing you can do about that. You have to have a username and a password and to be able to get into the HTML files of that website. It's usually index.html. Okay, that's the first page that creates everything else in the website. Okay, that's the main home page. That index.html, that's what the URL, when you buy a URL, it directs it to index.html, and so you have to put this in the header. If they will not let you do it, and you don't have the access to do it, you can't do it. Yeah, absolutely. And let me read exactly what Greg said, because this is so true. Let the customer know what ask he has for a webmaster. And you know, if he's worth his grain of salt, he wouldn't have a problem with that. Yeah, maybe Peter says maybe offer a discount on an app with exchange of services. The guy's a jackass, he probably ain't going to do nothing, but that's, you know. Yeah, I would recommend, if you guys aren't working with webmasters, you need to really go out there and work with a lot of those guys. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was fixing to say, Michael. Just partner with them. And that's very, very important. Very, very important to partner with them. Okay? And I don't get back in this page much. I did get an email and ask what website opt-in widget was this week. The first time I've ever had anybody ask that question. But if you're building their website, you can actually capture their data, putting this code in their website, and this box, this capture box will come up, and you can put this right on your website, and people can actually opt in to your marketing platform from a normal website. And there's two ways you can do it. It'll go right here into your marketing platform. Lost my app. You have the small box, which is good for putting in the right side or something like that, or you can put it all the way across. Okay, it's just one big box like that. It's just totally up to you if you're designing their website. Any questions on anything in this section? I know we never go here. Haven't gone here in probably a year and a half, but we've got a lot of new people, and we're starting to get questions on it, and that's why I wanted to do this tonight is to show these things and go there. Any questions? Everybody understand the home page links here, how to change them, how to move them around? Let's say I want to move this Rate Us tab to the top. All I got to do is drag it and drop it up there. If I want to move the Click to Tab Call button down to the bottom, we just drag and drop it around. No, it's for a regular website. That's not a... you may be able to go in and, like in ShortStack, put that code where it creates it on an app. In Facebook, I've never done that. But Courtney, I will try that. Facebook subscriptions, same way. Oh, you mean people to subscribe to you on Facebook? You could do a couple of things for that if that's what is that what you're asking? How can people subscribe to you on Facebook? To your app? I think I'm confused on what you're asking. Oh, you're talking about right here? You're talking about right here where it says Facebook and post and Twitter? Okay, I'm at the top of the marketing platform. Talking about right here? This is how many people you're posting to, how many posts you've sent out. You can't actually subscribe to this. You can't, this will not allow you to subscribe back to here. Okay, great. I know I saw some technology that came out today, though, that is really a game changer in Facebook. I'm going to take a look at it tomorrow. Okay, let's go back here. I want to show you something real quick. I was asked this question the other day. You know, you can pull this control panel up in your phone. Does everybody understand that you can pull us, that you can pull this up in your phone? You can pull this control panel up in your phone, and you can literally go in there. Let's say I can scroll down to this app, and I can text this web app right from my phone to a client. Let's say that you've got somebody building it for you, and they're out of their office. All you got to do is put their mobile number in here. Click send text now. And the text is gone. You could actually do that from your phone. I don't know if you knew that. And that just came across on my phone. Greg, that's still in the I'm beta testing. I've got a lot of work I'm doing on that, so I'm going to hold off probably 2 weeks before I talk to you guys about the game app that I designed. But I will share that with you guys. I've got a ton of testing going on that with right now, a ton, and I want to get all the numbers in before I start doing that, if you don't mind. But I can tell you it's already generating income. I can tell you that. Any other questions? And now's the time to ask. Anything you want to know about or see about or do about or whatever. Anybody? Anybody at all? How do I pull the control panel on my phone? Just go in and log in. Go into your login. You can go into it from Instant App Wizard. Just pull up Instant App Wizard on your phone and go into login. Type your login information in. Tabletop cards. Who pays the printer? You do. That's up to you. If you want to partner with a printer, you can partner with a printer. You guys are independent business people. And whoever you partner with, whatever you do, however you do that, that's your business. I would recommend partnering with anybody and everybody out there. The more partners you have, the more money you make, because you send them business and they send you business. Yeah, creating a big sales task force. That's exactly right. Michael says he partnered with his hairstylist and don't pay for haircut. You know what? That kind of reminds me of the old barter system. You know, there's a lot of people that will trade you for apps. I built a restaurant app here just the other day, and I pay for my food when I go in there, but every time I go in there, that guy offers to buy my dinner, and you know, and I eat in there a lot, so I probably should let him. But I mean, he paid for his app, but there's a lot of things that you can do that with. Any other questions? That's right. Greg's exactly right. And let me tell you what Greg just wrote. Be careful. Barter does not pay the electric bill. Any other questions? Facebook group, if you guys are not a part of the Facebook group, I highly recommend that you become a part of the Facebook group. It's a great place to be. It is a closed group. If you're not a member of Instant App Wizard, you will not get in. You will need to email me and give me a reason you want to be in there. Use the call button. Now you could set up with that new email feature, with the new form feature, some way to, it would be long, it would be arduous, but you could set up a system where you could email, maybe they could write their order in, but you know, that would be kind of, that'd just be arduous. Any more questions at all? Yes, Gavin, if you will email me his name before he signs up, I'll let him in. I just email me, Kerry at Instant App Wizard, his name, because what I do is I run every name against the database. And if I don't see the name, and what happens sometimes is you guys will sign up under a business name or something and it doesn't have your name on it, and you request to get in and I deny you. And then after 2 or 3 times to denying you, you usually email me and say, hey, I'm trying to get in, and then I'll email you back and ask you what your business name is or how you signed up under Instant App Wizard or what your email was, and I'll go in and do a search. Fortunately or unfortunately, we don't let a lot of people in that try to get in. So, is his name David Young? Because I just saw someone try to get in. All right, guys. Well, if that's all the questions, okay, I'll put you in there, David. I appreciate everybody coming on board tonight. We'll get right back into Pinterest training next week. I hope I answered all your questions. I did get all the email questions that I had and the people that have called me this week asking me questions. I want to really try to do this the first week of every month. We got a lot of new people that have come in. We got a ton of new people on the training tonight, and it's just a great way to be able to communicate. It's really open. I hope you feel like you can ask questions. I want you to ask questions, and that way we can get a lot accomplished in the hour we have, hour and a half, however long it takes. It doesn't matter to me. But I want to make sure that you guys understand the system. And sometimes when we go into it, you know, many of you have been here a long time, and we kind of look over some of the simple things that people ask. And with the Facebook group now, a lot of people are asking questions, and that really helps me to create what we will do on the first Wednesday of the month. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. God bless, man. I want to thank Mark for the photo thing that he created. I know he's gone in and he's worked on a lot of stuff for all of you folks that you were having issues with or problems with. I hope you saw in the group, and I know he posted in here. Let's see. All the updates he's done, all the things he's worked. Here it is right here, and you can see it's an extremely long line. And this is all the stuff he worked. Let me just point out real quick, and I saw somebody asking about iOS 7 a while ago. iOS 7 has more bugs than you could shake a stick at. And so there's a lot of things that's not working in iOS 7, and we have no control over that. And he talked to that issue. And he talked to all the things that he's fixed and had to do away with, and that doesn't work anymore, and some other things. So, but Mark does a great job. He stays on top of it for you guys. All right, folks, if that's it, we will wrap it up. I will have the training up first thing in the morning and mailed out and posted on Facebook. Y'all have a great night. God bless, and we will see you next week.